We have Steve Merrill here from Wager Talks, wagertalk.com, here to give his expert analysis on the Iowa-Michigan State game. We have Iowa with a five spread here. What's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, so I actually gave out a free play on this back on Tuesday on Wager Talk TV. I did a standalone video as well, which people can check out on YouTube, Wager Talk TV, wagertalk.com. And when I gave this out on Tuesday, I liked Michigan State in the under, and I still do. But to put it in perspective, Michigan State was +6, and the over-under was 41. As you see now, it's down to 39.5. Now, the difference between 6 to 5 isn't huge. I still think Michigan State's a live dog, and I'll give you some reasons in a minute. But the total move is pretty important because 41 is a very key total. 37, 41, and 51 are the three most likely outcomes for total points in college and pro football. And I mean, just 41, it makes a lot of sense. Obviously 31-10, 41-0, those can happen. But in a situation like this, 24-17 is a very likely result. That also lands on 41. Lots of margins get you there. So now that it's dropped below that key number of 41, I'd be a little cautious. The line value is not quite there. But this is still an Iowa team that went under in 12 of their 14 games last season. This is a team that went 10-4 straight up last year, despite only having the yardage advantage in 3 of those 14 games. Now, on the surface, they do look better offensively this year, but if you dig a little bit deeper, they've put up a lot of points against weaker teams. Michigan State's in a really good scheduling spot here, coming off the bye week. Meanwhile, Iowa's in a terrible scheduling spot after the big home win against Washington. And by the way, I had a 3-1 Saturday last week at wagertalk.com, part of my current 10-3 college football run over the past month on best bets. And Iowa was a strong best bet for my clients. So I love the spot last week. I think this is the fade spot this week. We've lost a little bit of line value going from 6 to 5, but Michigan State and the under is still the only ways I would play this. 2 good defensive teams and 2 very suspect offensive teams means the game should stay close, which would favor the underdog and the under.
For more expert analysis like this and more, you can find Steve Merrill at wagertalks.com, and as well as Mark Rogers and Steve's picks at Mark Rogers Patreon and the premium membership tier for the YouTube channel, Voice of College Football Bets. Make 2024 a winner now.
College football is even more exciting with some action on the line. And the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Let's start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread. I've got a 40-year track record. In fact, in 2023, at $100 played per game, you would have netted over $9,300. And guess what? I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill, our ace in the hole, show stopper from Wager Talk. 6 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick, which went 21-5 against the spread the last 2 seasons. I repeat, 21-5 against the spread. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Steve Deace and Matt Zemek. Become a YouTube channel member or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2024 a winner now.